pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Moss. Touchdown Cardinals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Caldwell. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll open this third quarter with a run. There he goes! Turning it on! He's at the 30. He's at the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Well, this receiver has tons of speed, and I love this offensive coordinator getting him involved in the run game. You don't just have to throw him ghosts and post routes. Just let him use that speed and elusiveness out on the perimeter in the open field. The reverse ends up being an explosive touchdown for the offense.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive going from the 17. They run the reverse. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Throws for the tight end. the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Walker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. There he goes. Wide open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far into the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Running it to the right. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Moss. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this. Make it.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates a negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. The short hands, it's Walker.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up fourth.
Hunt is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, to keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. They'll move the tight end. On the move, it's Walker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Dumps it to the back. The throw to the outside is complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they